What's going on, guys? Steve from Subimods here. Today we're gonna start installing these Molded Innovations taillights on our 2021 STI in a series of lighting upgrades. We are gonna change out the taillights, the license plate lights, and add in a third brake light. What we have here is the Molded Innovations CS taillights. They feature a fully red lens. They are more of an OEM Plus upgrade. They're not any of the smoke lenses or anything like that. This is for the average consumer who wants something that's not stock but not super flashy or on the aggressive side. What we have for tools today are the very basics. We have a flathead screwdriver, a ratchet with an 8mm socket on it, and a flashlight to make things easier seeing in the trunk. So the first thing we're gonna do is open up our trunk and begin to remove the interior. So the first thing we're gonna do is remove these 3 clips on this trim panel. We're gonna grab our flat tip screwdriver, and you'll be able to just pop them out nice and easy. And from there, there's 3 or 4 clips in the top of this trim panel, and we're just gonna pull up nice and gently, and you'll hear it pop out. From there, you can take it and just put it off to the side for now. Next, we can take out our false floor so we can begin to remove the 2 side trim panels. These interior trim panels have 5 clips on each side. You have 1 here, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom, and 2 towards the back seat. You're gonna just grab your screwdriver and simply pry under them to remove. And just repeat the same steps on the other side. From there, we're gonna begin to remove the factory taillight. You'll see that there's a couple of nuts and a wire harness to move. So grab your screwdriver and just gently pry under this taillight harness clip. Now that those 2 are unclipped, we can just unplug it from the factory taillight and begin to loosen all of the nuts to take out the factory housing. With the factory taillight harness out of the way and unplugged, you'll see the 3 nuts that hold the taillight into the body of the car. We're gonna move forward with removing those. Again, this is an 8mm socket. And from there, we're just gonna gently push from the back while we kind of grab the lens on the outside to remove our taillight. So now that we have the factory taillight removed from the vehicle, we can begin to kind of compare the 2 taillights and their features. This factory taillight does feature halogen bulbs. The Molded Innovations CS style light does feature LEDs with this continuous C-shaped light bar. It does very much modernize the way the car looks from the back. Molded Innovations was nice enough during shipping to put these covers on the threads that hold the light into the body of the car. So prior to installation, make sure to remove those. Also remember to leave this gasket on, as this does seal the light to the body of the car, allowing no water or elements to come into the car. To install this taillight, make sure this clip is lined up and slide the taillight forward so the studs end up in these holes. Just as before, we're gonna take those nuts that we removed and thread them onto the posts. These don't take a lot of tightening, but do remember that you are crushing that gasket to ensure a proper watertight seal. After that, grab your factory harness and slide these clips back onto the studs. Included with these taillights is an LED resistor. What this will do is it will stop the car from hyperblinking when you have LEDs plugged into it. This is plug and play with the wiring from Molded Innovations. So you will see this yellow and black wire harness and it just plugs right in. From there, we're just gonna peel off the double-sided tape and we'll stick it to the side of the car. After that, our last step is to plug in the taillight themselves to the factory harness. And from there, we're going to begin the same steps on the passenger side. Now that both of our taillights are installed, we're going to move forward with just putting the interior back the way that we took it out. That wraps up the installation on these Molded Innovations CS style taillights. Check out their entire line of taillights as they do have multiple offerings. Some have smoke lenses, some have different insides. There's a lot of options to choose from, and we look forward to seeing what you guys do with your personal vehicle. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And in the comments below, let us know what we should do for future videos. Thanks, guys.